A new warning for parents tonight. Some of those adorable toys lining store shelves might be more dangerous than you think. Consumer safety experts are warning parents about some serious, risky playthings this holiday season. CBS 8's Abby Black is here to show us what to watch out for while you shop. Abby?
Well, this is perfect timing right now because I know we're all going out there getting ready to shop for our kids, but consumer advocates are not playing around when they are talking about toy safety. Today, two consumer watchdogs are sounding the alarm on this year's most dangerous toys before you head to the checkout.
Holiday season, toy safety is no child's play.
We know we've made a lot of gains in toy safety for kids, but there are still problems that are existing out there. And we know that by offering tips to shoppers and to families, we can help people avoid the dangerous toys that could endanger their children's health and ruin the holidays this year.
The numbers are chilling. The Consumer Product Safety Commission reports over 150,000 toy-related injuries and deaths last year.
We love little plushies like this one here, right? But this easily can get detached and become a choke hazard.
From water beads to internet-connected gadgets, the risks are everywhere.
Also was able to buy this Fisher-Price Mickey and Friends gift set, which unfortunately is also a choking hazard, but I was easily able to get it off of eBay a couple weeks ago.
The annual Trouble in Toyland report by consumer advocate Caliperg reveals alarming trends such as water beads that Congress had tried to restrict are still widely available online, often with misleading marketing.
Which are these squishy sensory toys. The big problem is that you can still buy them online from retailers like Amazon, and some have removed the words toy or play from their labeling or marketing, which you can see here.
Today, the watch organization's 10 Worst Toys list highlights additional dangers. Their toy guns mistakable for real weapons, inflatable toys requiring constant adult supervision, infant pillows with suffocation risk. Caliperg says that the biggest concern comes from ordering low-cost gifts directly overseas.
In many cases, companies may claim their shipments are shoes or household goods, when they're actually toys or other products that must meet strict safety standards.
A crucial message this holiday season: cute does not equal safe. Inspect, investigate, and protect.
For the full list of Watch's 10 worst toys and their potential hazards, go to CBS8.com and click on this story.
Abby, you're a mom. Your daughter's
Yes.
2.5 years old. So you're kind of right in that range where you go from the big plushy soft toys to kind of the range where she is able to kind of get in there. And you look at these things, and I remember having a xylophone for my kids.
Yes,
What's wrong
and you
with
think,
it?
what's wrong? You know, what could be wrong with it? But they say with the flashing lights, that could also trigger epilepsy. But then you also see this stick
The
right here
stick, right.
that could stick in their mouth. They could also trip over. Bexley has one of these things that walks. I'm always afraid that she's going to trip over it. And then we have these Nerf guns. I know we see these every summer or every year during the holiday season. But it says, you know, to wear protective eye gear. They recommend it, but there is no protective eye gear that goes with these toys. So you also have to make sure of that. And then even like the kinetic sand.
Right.
It comes with like these little toys right here. And I bought this for Bexley, and I think it's for kids ages 5 and up.
Oh, right.
And kinetic sand, like,
you could eat this.
I know, but you just, I mean, I thought she's growing out of putting stuff in her mouth, but you never know. And then she could put this in her mouth. And this is like why we really need to watch out. I thought this was one of the greatest takeaways. Another good takeaway I took from my story today is one of the tests that you could do to make sure that none of your kids' toys have a choking hazard. You just take a toilet paper roll, and if the toy fits inside of it, then that means the toy is too small for your child to play with, and they should not be able to play with it because then that could be a potential choking hazard.
Really good warnings, because you're not necessarily saying, you know, don't buy the toy, but if you do choose these toys, make sure there's an adult around 100% of the time, and just beware. Like the Nerf guns, for instance, don't just give them to the kids and let them go off on their own.
Exactly, and make sure that you read the labels on these toys, 5 and up, 3 and up, and then also what do those hazards say? And they're real, and that's why you just need to make sure that you have children, you supervise your children when they're playing with them, and you know, don't let them play with it if they are too young for those toys.
All right, thank you so much, Abby. Good advice before we get to do all the Black Friday shopping.
Yeah.
Get in on those deals. Appreciate it.